Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how you can create a map for your 3D FPS game, or actually any 3D game, using some websites that can randomly generate a dungeon or a maze, or you can actually draw your map on piece of paper, scan it, take a photo of it, import this to your computer, and then we will process the image. But for this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the map for FPS game, well, 3D game, with a maze or a dungeon. It will be something like in old FPS games like Wolfenstein 3D or Blackstone, Corridor 7, etc. So it's just a maze with one floor, but actually you can create another floor quite easily. I'm using dungeon.bin.sh generator, and the link will be in the description. And here we can set few properties to customize our random dungeon. Here is the preview, but when you hit construct dungeon it will not look like that, so this is just to show you how this could look with your current settings. So here is a dungeon size. I recommend, well, if you are lazy like me, then I suggest you to just start with something small, tiny maybe, because actually, you know what, I will show you with medium size. It will be quite large, I think. So you will see, because it can be a tedious work. Here you can, in dungeon layout, you can choose the layout of your dungeon. It's a square, rectangular shape. I like, or hexagon, but I like this skip layout. Peripheral agrees. Actually, I don't need that, because if there are many, as you can see, and there are exits from the map, I don't need those, because my map will be closed. That's actually that's a thing, so you can set it if you need it. Room layout. The rooms can be scattered, or dense, or symmetric, like that. Okay, let's say it's dense. Room size. That's kind of self-explanatory, so I leave this. Well, maybe large rooms or medium. Okay, let's leave this as at medium size. Polymorph rooms. So these are basically all non-rectangular rooms, like this circle. They are rooms here are generated randomly, so they may appear in your level, or they may not appear in your level. So that's something to keep in mind. I want some polymorph rooms, so let's leave that. Here you should disable all doors, all extra icons, like here you can turn on showing the stairs. Here you can see the stairs. We don't need those. Okay, you can remove dead ends, all or some or all. So let's leave it at, let's remove some dead ends. Corridors, there can be kind of labyrinth, like here, errant or straight. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as errant, and by default you'll see the grid. We also don't want that. Map style, you can do all kind of fancy stuff, but for our purpose we need to set this to standard black and white, pure black and white image. When we set everything, hit the construct dungeon button, and let's wait a little bit, and here is our dungeon. It's quite nice actually. We have some non-rectangular rooms, we have corridors. The only thing that I don't like about this, that I cannot remove numbers of rooms, because I will need to delete them later by hand. But anyway, here at the bottom of the page, so scroll down, you have download option. You have quite a few to choose from, and at first I tried the PDF version because I thought it will be a vector image, because we will be converting this to vector image. We need the SVG file, which we will import into Blender, but actually this PDF contains embedded JPEG or PNG, I don't know. So actually it's nothing useful. So let's set the print scale, because we need as big image as possible. Okay, and now open Inkscape. It's a free program, open source, so you can download it anytime. But you can use actually any other vector graphic program of your liking, because it just needs to save SVG file, and that's it. So let me just drag my image here, choose embed from file, none. Okay, and here is my map, as you can see. And if I zoom in, you can see it's blurred. It's a bitmap file, it's bitmap image. So to save it as a vector, we need to trace it. Thankfully, we don't need. There is no need to do it by hand. You can use Inkscape trace bitmap. So path trace bitmap, and somewhere on your screen, in my case it appeared here, and it appeared. There's some trace bitmap options. Set this to brightness cutoff. Set the settings like me. Actually, I'm not sure if I need to optimize this, and hit apply. And here we have the vector version, because as you can see I can zoom in and there is no blur, there are no pixels. And yeah, so I will delete my bitmap copy. Let's move this here. And what we need to do now, first we need to remove all of the, can this be ungrouped somehow? Nope. We need to remove all those room numbers, because we will not need them. And yeah, I have an idea, but I don't want to try this right now. Maybe I will add a comment in post-production. So I chose the, what is it, edit path by nodes tool. Click anywhere on our map, and with drag and selecting with shift pressed, select all those unnecessary elements, and I will speed up this part so you are not, because I don't want to bore you. Okay, so I have my map cleaned, and if you started doing this with me, now you know why it's good thing to choose small rooms. But there is one thing we need to change. We need to delete, and it's this black border from our level, because everything that's transparent over here will be our floor, and we need a floor. I found something strange here, so I will just delete everything, and here is our floor. As you can see on Dungeon website, we get this small indents, so this small parts where the doors should be. Actually, I don't like them, but I don't know how to remove them. I cannot remove them on the before the level is generated, so we will remove them in Blender because it will be a little bit easier. Well, but yeah. So if you have your map cleaned and in SVG format, actually we can change the color of our map, because this color will be imported as a material. It will be basic. We will delete this anyway, but so maybe some bright color, red. Okay, now just save the image, level 01, 02 in my case, save, and let's go to Blender. Here you see my attempts from previous time I was recording this, because this is the second time. So let's start from scratch. New, I don't want to save this. Okay, so when you start the Blender, you will have the default cube and everything. So let's delete that. And Blender has this cool feature to import SVGs, and we will use this. So in file menu, hit import and select scalable vector graphics SVG. Navigate to the place where you saved your level and import SVG. As you can see, here is our level. I will set the origin to center, and with Shift S and move selection to cursor so it's nice and centered. But it is small and you will definitely need to scale this, so just hit S and scale. I press the N so I can see here and the dimensions of it. I'm using Godot engine, so the units of scale are actually 1 meter in Blender equals 1 meter in Godot. Well, something like that. So I'm going to scale this so it's nice and big. Control A to apply the scale. So its scale is 111. It's 300 meters by 300 meters. Okay, so now when I press tab in edit mode, you can see this is a curve object. You can see it here actually also, and we will convert this to a mesh, but before that I will remove those parts in the doors. So this is another time when I will speed up the process, speed up the video. So see you in a bit. Okay, so I think I selected all of them. So now let's press X or delete and delete the vertices. And it's looking good. Okay. Actually, to make it a little bit easier later, you can delete also these unnecessary vertices, but I'm too lazy. So let's delete those and leave the rest. Maybe there is a way to simplify everything with some kind of modifier, but actually I don't know. I don't want to check this. And now we need to convert this to a mesh, just in case. You can copy this level, move it somewhere else, and put this on the side. Actually, at this stage, it will be a little bit easier to make changes to your level, but yeah, anyway, so in object mode, select the object menu and convert to a mesh. So now we have this ugly mesh. First of all, what we can do is to select all in edit mode, hit F3, 3 to quads, and F3 again, beautify faces, F3, and now maybe 3 to quads again. Well, it's a little bit better, I guess, but we can make it even better. So let's add modifier decimate to this, and for you to see better, because as you can see there's lots of unnecessary edges, and hit planner, and suddenly everything is gone. It's much simpler and easier to fix it by hand where it's necessary. So let's apply this, and yeah, we can remove those lines, dissolve edges. No, I cannot remove this, but actually I will be able to remove this, but anyway, okay, let's leave it like that. And here is our level. So now we need to add some walls, and for that, in edge mode, press Alt and Shift and right click. I'm right clicking because I use Blender for a long time, so I'm used to selecting with the right mouse button. So I'm hitting the right mouse button, and you need to select all edges that go, all outside edges. Okay, that's nice, that's very nice. Also, don't forget about those edges inside of your map. Actually, you know what? To make our life easier, I will no, never mind. And over here is okay. You need to make sure that everything is selected, like like that, and over here. I hope that's everything, but okay. So when you have all edges, oh, and over here. So actually, when you have all edges selected, press E to extrude, hit Z to constrain this to Z axis, and move your mouse. Okay, so let's see how tall it is. It's 10 meters high. It's actually very high, so let's lower this. Three and a half meters. Okay. Let's see how that looks from the first person perspective. So press Shift and tilde sign, and press again Tab. And actually it's looking very nice. Of course there are no textures right now, but this is working quite good. I like it. So now let's move on to the textures. Actually, I will not do this right now in this tutorial, but you may also use the knife tool to separate rooms from each other. Is that straight? No, it's not. So K for knife tool, C to where is it, to cut through everything, and A to constrain to a certain angle, or hit X in this case. Now Z, and now we have separate room, as you can see. Okay, you can do this for all rooms. It may come in handy actually. For example, if you want to make this a little bit lower or something like that, you can. Let me just do this example. Okay, and actually I will need to maybe like that. K, C, Z, A, and cut it like that. So now I can move this like that, and as you can see, my level have different floors. So yeah, so that's the thing. You can add stairs to this. Of course, you will need to populate this with some decorations, so you will need some other assets, but this is the basic shape of your level. So let's add some textures. So what we need to remove the material that came with our SVG file. So delete that, add new, call it floor, and now we need to select floor. how can I do this quickly? Actually, it's not that hard in this case, but you need to remember to add everything. Why everything has a different color? Oh, okay. You need to remember also about the small parts here. If you have them, maybe you clean that up. So I think, oh, here's another part. Anything else? I don't think so. So let's assign this part of the level to floor. Oh, also separating rooms is good when you want to change the textures on textures for floors in different rooms. So yeah. Okay, so assign. Let's check this. Just select. Okay, assign. Add another material. Name it walls, for example. And in this window, hit Ctrl I to invert the selection, and now also hit assign to make things easier. Change the color of our walls, and for our floor. Okay, so here it is. Here we have our level, and now in the shading tab, okay, so we are adding texture to floor. So where is it? Where do I have my textures? Over here. So floor, here is texture pack that I downloaded from itch.io. The link will be in the description. Add a texture. Since it's pixel art, set this to close it. And now we need to unwrap this. So select our floor, hit U, and cube projection, I guess will do. And here is our level. Select everything and scale this. I think something like that. And now for our walls, select only walls, U, cube projection, and let's add another texture. This time it's texture that I have drawn myself. Haha, it's also pixel art. And in the UV editing. So okay, so actually, oh, I know what that is, but what's this? It will be hard to find. Anyway, so I think I missed some parts and I won't find them. Okay. Anyway, it is important that you select only the walls, and I think this is the part of the floor, but we will find this sooner or later. Anyway, so let's scale this. Actually, select only that part. Let's move those out of the way and scale this so it's about the same height as our wall. You can okay, so let's leave it like that, and here is our level. Let me just turn the roughness on walls and on floor up to 1, and here is our level. But why the texture changed here? Oh no. I clicked on something. Oh, okay, so this is floor and this will be walls. Okay. Okay, so now this is our... Oh, and here is the part that we need to assign to floor, and we will need to unwrap floor again with this, and somewhere there should be a few other errors. Anyway, so let's finally check this out, how it looks. It kind of looks like in those old games that we used to play, like Wolfenstein and Blackstone. Now you can actually, before you texture the level, maybe it would be a good idea to change the layout. So hit Ctrl B like that. Oh, it's okay. So we have some more interesting shapes. Ctrl B to bevel. P for profile. Yeah. Something like that. As you can see, we can add creative. Oh, I forgot this part over here. But actually, I will turn this into something else. Okay. Now I will need to unwrap this again. Something like that. So you can add cool corners to your map to make it more sci-fi. So was it I? No. P for profile, right? Where is it? P. Okay. Okay, something like that. And yeah, that's quite cool. Here is our level, and in this method, of course, you can add few different floors of the map. If you want, you can generate another map for a different floor, and I will just copy this one, something like that. And so it's not looking the same, rotate this 90 degrees, move this like that. Okay, and let's say I want to have some stairs down, so I can just, using knife tool, cut cut a hole in the floor, and I will need to separate those edges with V. Okay, now GZ, actually GZ, and I have a ramp leading down. In case you have a roof, you will have to also cut a hole in the roof. Here we have ramp. Let me check, can I walk on this ramp over here? Yeah, I can. So we have different floors. You can of course turn it into stairs. Let me see if I can do that quickly. SX, actually no. Okay, separate those, and separate those. And and let me see if this will work if I scale this as Z0. Why this doesn't work? Zero. Okay, so it works. I'll select all of these. And these. And we have some sci-fi stairs. Quite cool. So here you have it. Well, actually, you may want to add the ceiling. So let me delete that. I don't need that. You can do this by duplicating the floor, actually. So select the floor. No, I hope. Okay, duplicate this, move it a little bit upwards, and let's snap this to a vertex. Yep. G, Z. And why this doesn't work? Did I click something? maybe edge. Okay, so now we have quite nice game level here. Okay, folks, so that's it. I hope you liked it. I hope it will be useful to you. And see you in the next one. Bye.